Greetings. Today I want to speak to you concerning the mastermind versus the slave mind. And in doing so, I'll be teaching you the law of polarity, which is the law of opposites. So you have a coin, and there are two sides of the coin. So you have a head, you have a tail. So too, there is only one great infinite divine mind. And all the other minds are connected to this one great divine infinite mind. And this infinite mind is what creates the darkness and the light, good and evil. Therefore, our imagination is what is creating our reality. So you can imagine something that is destructive, or you can imagine something that is creative. And that is why in this world we have many people who are trapped in the slave mind. And the slave mind is where they live right within the realm of the five senses, and they never go beyond the five senses. And these are the people who are less productive. These are the people who mostly would have a religious and superstitious mentality, and the people who would be looking outwardly for a master, Lord, a savior, or some entity outside of themselves to save them. But those who have the mind of the master or the mastermind, they would realize that their existence is comprised of a head and a tail, above and beneath. And you're told that the rich ruleth over the poor, and that the borrower is a slave to the lender, and that you shall be the head and not the tail. Okay, so when it comes to the borrower and the lender, one represents the head and one represents the tail. One represents the master and one represents the slave. So too, your head, when you think of your physical head up here, it's the command center, and you have an invisible commander that resides in this command center. And the rest of the body is like a slave to the mind. So, when you understand that master and slave is not just in the physical realm, but also in the psychological and spiritual realm, then you would decide for yourself what kind of mindset that you are vibrating on. Whether you are vibrating on a mindset of a victim or a slave, or you are vibrating on the mindset of being a master, one who can master his circumstances, one who understands the laws of cause and effect, one who understands all the laws, as a matter of fact, that governs all of humanity. And so those who do not understand these laws that governs all of humanity, and they are vibrating on the mental slavery, these are the ones who will get trapped in more believing in the judiciary and religious systems that have been set up to keep them limited. And these are the ones who would believe that the Bible is literal and that the Bible is secular history. That is why, for those who are willing to have their mastermind and use their mastermind wisely, I'm going to give you a key in St. John chapter 21, where it teaches you about these two kinds of mindset. The one that was toiling all day and all night and haven't caught anything. But the mindset of the master is who knows where to throw the net. And his advice is to throw the net on the right side. In other words, to get on the right brain frequency, the right brain thinking, your CEO mindset, your Einstein mindset, the mindset whereby you can learn to think for yourself and analyze things for yourself. And so when you read up that story in St. John chapter 21, where I would have done a lot of videos speaking of the 153 frequency, which is basically coming to your higher self, coming to the ninth power, you would realize that those who have the master mindset, they are the ones who would vibrate on this frequency that has been operating, whereby we can change our reality and change it consciously. So, my brother and my sisters, this 153 frequency is for those who are willing to throw the net on the right side. But we see those who are not throwing the net on the right side, their life wasn't bringing forth any productivity. They wasn't bringing forth in abundance. But we see that many opportunities were created for others when they learn to throw the net on the other side. In another way to put it, when they break all conformity and they transform their life by the renewing of their mind, that's when they move from that place of being a slave to a place of being the master. So, my brother, my sisters, what am I saying? I'm saying that this life is a game. And you either learn to play the game or get played by the game. And in this game, you can either be a slave or you can be a master. So, we have one mind. And we all have been given a choice. And 2020 to 2022 and the pandemic would have taught many of us a wise lesson, while others would not have learned anything from what would have taken place. But for those of you who are wise and those of you who can read between the lines, I'm saying to you, it's time to get on that mastermind mentality and tap in to the kingdom of possibilities. Tap in to your creativity and let your light so shine before the world that the world will see. Because the only how you can display your faith is by your works. And to have faith is to put trust and loyalty in the unseen. Trust your unseen self because you're a spirit having a human experience. It's time to get rid of the slave mind and embrace your master mind and rule as God, because you're God in flesh. Whether you believe it or not, your real identity is actually your divinity. So with that being said, my brother, my sister, I want to thank you very much for listening to me. I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you're listening to me, what I'm saying, if it makes sense to you, if it really resonates with you, and you haven't subscribed already, I definitely want to encourage you to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Also, if you'd like to have a one-on-one with me, you can definitely reach out to me by way of email, and I'll give you the terms and conditions, and you can have just one-on-one with me if that is your choice. But you can have one-on-one with me continually based on what is your goal, okay? But the choice is yours. Also, I'm offering a $20 course for people donating at least $20 or more on my Patreon. It's called the Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously, along with my self-concept course. Okay, so they are, both courses are available to you who are donating $20 or more. So if you feel strongly to listen to those courses, and then afterwards you can check me for the one-on-one, I'll definitely appreciate you investing in yourself. Also, if you like to follow me on Instagram or you like to follow me on TikTok, you can definitely follow me at BlackMadGuru. And if you feel strongly led to support this work, I just want to remind you that we have a PayPal, and the link is always down below. So with that being said, I just want to say peace, love you all, out.